Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna analyze the birth chart of Taylor Swift. I'm not sure how you feel about her, but sometimes I need to put up some courage to admit that I like her. I'm a big fan of her because her music is so brainwashing and you can't resist it. It's just inside your head somewhere, the melody just come out from your mouth. It was like you like it, but you're afraid to admit it. According to the official saying, her birthday is 1989, December 13. And because we don't have the time, so I can only roughly guess her ascendant is in Virgo. This is not a random guess, I have some reasons. First of all, the name Taylor. Taylor is referred to the job Taylor. So it's a Virgo thing, very Virgo because it's about a lot of details, small measuring. And in nowadays, tailor usually is a young girl's job, a maiden's job. So Taylor, the name is very Virgo. And much more than that, when I'm set to ASC is in Virgo, I can find that the MCIC is in Gemini and Sagittarius. Somebody's MC or IC is about somebody's family. And then her family name Swift means fast, right? You know that the Gemini and Sagittarius, they like speed. They want to finish everything in a second. So it's about fast. And the most important reason is because when I set the ASC in Virgo, you can see the house of 5 is in Capricorn and you can see so many stars is there. So it's fit to her talent too. Because the house of 5 is about somebody's creative and productivity. So if you're normal people, the house of 5 means your children, your kids. And if you are a designer, the house of 5 means your works. So as a singer, her songs is her children because she writes most of her song by herself. And according to some of her interviews, she said she like writing and like put those words together and mean something, make it funny. That sounds so Virgo. And you know, a lot of famous writer ASC is in Virgo too, like Charles Dickens, Oscar Wilde, especially those has mean language or critical language. So if you're not sure where is your ASC when which you born, you can use this way to guess. So take a look of this. You can see the sun is in Sagittarius, the moon is in Cancer, and also conjunct with Jupiter. And the ASC, just roughly guess, is Virgo. The first thing grab my attention is the moon conjunct with Jupiter in here in Cancer. On the other side is a lot of stars. We got Uranus, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, and Venus conjunct together in Capricorn. The moon side is really important. It reveals that somebody's personality when she is all by herself. You can see here Cancer. So all along she might be very emotional, very worried about anything out of her control. So I can guess deep down when she's all alone in the middle of night, it was like she has a strong feeling about fears. Fear out of nowhere. It could be totally no reason. You just fear about anything. But the funny part is there was a Jupiter. And also because Jupiter is ruling a Sagittarius, is about adventure, be brave. So two things is so different and put it together. So I think she will jumping. She sometimes, I'm so fear, I'm so worried about anything about my cat or somebody hates me. And the next moment, maybe she suddenly is become a brave girl, suddenly thinking, oh, maybe I should fight back. It's just my illusion. I don't need to worry about so many things. Just be brave girl. That kind of feeling is keep jumping inside her, I guess. And then when I look at the other side, the Capricorn side, they got 5 stars there. And that is where her talent comes from. So this phrase position is telling that her talent is driven by fears. So one of her album in 2008 is called Fearless. The funny thing is, if you're really brave, you don't need to say that loud, that fearless. And the more she say about fearless is because she's in fear. So I guess what she's trying to say is not that the fear is not exist. It's about you have to admit the existence of fear and deal with it. As you can see, there are many planets together in Capricorn. It makes things really complicated, and I don't know how to use simple language to explain it. So I'm gonna highlight some important part and then relate to the person. You will figure out why she behaved like that. The first thing to highlight is the Capricorn and Saturn, because Saturn is ruling Capricorn, then it's a double Capricorn energy together. You know, Capricorn is about old school thing, kind of boring, and things happen in the past, that kind of feeling. And then, you know, the Venus is there too. So in Love Story, at the very beginning, we can see the teenage girl Taylor, to me just like a normal white girl. But in the old school dress, it's the whole complete Taylor. Maybe because Venus to a girl could be her dressing style, what kind of thing make her beautiful. So here for Taylor Swift, she was much more beautiful when she in some kind of old school dress or a retro style dress. Even for her looking, her album, her works, you can feel the old school thing, but she do it in a modern way because Uranus is there, and she feels like the person bring the old thing into a modern way. Another thing need to highlight is the Neptune. You know, Neptune is about subconscious. So with the strong Neptune energy, she is really good at pick up the stereotype characters as the element into her works. And because she is already a Sagittarius, together the Sagittarius and the Neptune together will make things like see things with filter. So you can see most of album feels like with a filter to seeing the word, and not just the retro style filter, also the fairy tale filter. So she's really good at creating things is fit into people's subconscious. That is how she deliver her ideas to brainwash all of us. Take a look of all of her albums, you can see a lot of fairy tale elements, not just about the color, the retro style. You can see she mentioned a lot of kings, queens, castle, kingdoms. You know, the nudist album, The Midnight, you can see Alice Wonderland and Cinderella. In Crusoe, you can hear Devil Roll Their Eyes, Angel Roll Their Eyes. In Blank Space, she's saying, "You're the king, baby, I'm your queen." Feels like she is a person living in fairy tale in her brain. In Chinese, we will say that 狗血 means dog blood. Actually, it means that something insane when the storyline's going to the insane way and you just not stop it. It's just pushing harder to make it getting worse. But it's just happening in a subconscious level, and the artist's brain is not in reality, so don't worry. And because Neptune is about brainwashing, so I guess every good singer, every popular singer have to have stronger energy of Neptune, because you need people to listen to you. You need your song, your music, your rhythm crawl into their brain to repeating. That is necessary. To me, Taylor Swift's song is like you not even need to learn how to sing. It's just inside your head. It just play inside your brain, and unconsciously you will remember all the rhythm and lyric. Sometimes when you're walking on the street, the shop is playing Taylor Swift, and you have no idea which song it is, but you can just following and sing it. As a person who's studying astrology, Taylor Swift to me is like the role model of Sagittarius. I think the ultimate form of Sagittarius is like the light tower, the people holding the light to light up the darkness. Not just because she's very tall, and also, you know that when you feel sad, you feel has no inspiration, you want something new, you want to play Taylor Swift, following with the familiar voice, the brainwashing melody, again and again. All of a sudden you will feel much more better, and you don't know why. And also because Sagittarius is about teaching. I know she's just a singer, not a teacher. But when I learning English at the beginning, I need to practice my speaking, and because singing her song is pretty fast, the Swift, then my tongue is practicing, and my throat, my feeling of language is much more better. And sometimes because all her song is right by herself, and because the words she carefully choose, we learn a lot of new words from her song. When we studying astrology, reading somebody's birth chart, in some way we can say that the moon is about somebody's past, and the sun is about somebody's future, what kind of person you want to be. And in Taylor Swift's case, you can see the past is in fear. A lot of things need to worry about it. And in the future, the Sagittarius is about you have to be brave. Sometimes she just looks like trying too hard to make things look pretty, look perfect. Everything has to be positive. That's it, really Sagittarius. But I don't think that is silly because she know what is fear means. She living from fear. In this case, we learn that people sometimes need to dream a little bit to make miracle.